I'll turn the robot on. I mean, these are new, but if you ever watched the original Terminator movie, at the end they're using machines like this. It's for loading and unloading the parts. It saves us a lot of time.
Everybody sees a robot roll out on the floor, and the first thing everybody thinks of on the shop floor is, well, that's it, they're gonna cut the workforce. But someone still has to monitor, someone has to tend, someone has to set up, someone has to change over that robot. So you still need that skill set, you still need a person.
When you're in a small shop, you got a lot of different things to do. This allows me to run the robot down there, I hand that one, and I do the inspection too.
When they're new here, they're like, oh, I can unload and load that machine faster. I'm like, yeah, but you can't unload and load that machine faster 24 hours. You can't do it for 48 hours, and you can't do it for 7 days and work every single hour. So by getting the people trained in the technology like this, you can become very competitive on the global stage. Not 5%. G&T Manufacturing was started in the late 70s by my grandfather and my father, Gerald and Tom.
Your grandfather?
They came over from England.
That's myself.
So they built it from having just a few customers.
Where did Mum find these at?
To where we are now, manufacturing parts, whether it's for the aerospace industry, food industry, lift truck and heavy industries, and all those items that fit in there in agriculture. And we compete in that global marketplace with robotics, automation, and trying to keep up with the latest technology trend.
See it changing? Yeah. So it's going to change.
Before we got this, I used to load them by hand, and it was, I believe, faster. Just kidding. But it actually loads it better. When you're loading a part, I'm holding it like this. I'm not getting equal force on it. It's just my muscles, so each time it's different. You'll get different sizes, and you're not gonna get that clean surface. So this will do it all for me. Saves me a little work, saves the back.
Our first push into the robotics for the heavy lifting was a safety concern for our workforce. And then once we did that, our ROI on the first robot we bought for heavy lifting, we had the ROI of $140,000 investment. It took us 3 months because our efficiency went so high on day shift that when we ran it on night shift, we actually gained all that time back, and we actually got so far ahead, we had that many of those parts through the lathe that we could no longer support it with our other processes in the shop. So we had to relook at all the other processes in the shop.
We are so busy. A lot of this is at we have another warehouse, but this is jobs I gotta check in, just raw material. So we've been speeding. We got another machine coming to Colin, so that'll be interesting.
So anybody can go out, purchase exactly what we have. There's no real magic to what we do per se with the equipment. The more of the magic is the culture and the workforce of getting them to accept the value of the automation.
I'm 60. As for a computer, I don't own one. I don't deal with one. So it's not that hard.
The way we had it set up was we had a bonus system that was in place. You just got to hit 80%. Well, there's no way the robot's going to duck down under 90, so these guys are hitting these 10%, so they're hitting these huge bonus markets, and that's what really made it easy to get the robots and automation on our shop floor. Was everybody wanted to run the automation. Everybody wanted to learn the automation then. Worry about all of a sudden the door opens up, boring about there. We believe in the all ships must rise mentality. So if you don't backfill in the community and develop them into these higher technology, machining and manufacturing jobs, you have nothing to pull from. So it seems like it's a fairy tale, but then you realize all of a sudden you are actually living in that fairy tale because the production from the automation is actually carrying your shop, and all of a sudden you realize you have a happier workforce, and you're making more parts, so you have a bigger ROI, which then allows you to actually pay all of your workers more money because you actually become more profitable because you become more efficient. So if everybody's happy, then we all gain, and then all ships will rise.